Hi there. I thought I'd show you sort of summary of the course, if you like, but more importantly, what you have learned over the last 10 weeks. And this is just a quick summary, but it's very important that you realize how important those definitions and the way we applied those in risk management for events. Now, these are the sort of books that, well, these are the books that I wrote over the last 2 years, and you can see most of them about risk management. In fact, why I say it's a world first is because I know about the courses overseas. I know what other universities do, and they use my book, so I'm quite aware of what goes on. And our course really is out there. It is the latest on information on risk and event risk. I was the first actually to use the standard when it came out. In 1996, it was an Australian standard, and then I had a little bit of input, and then 1999, when the next one came out, I was employed by Standards to go around Australia and teach risk management for events, and I did that for quite a few years. And then eventually this became the international standard for risk management. Okay, and that's vital. That means you can work anywhere in the world because they use this anywhere in the world, the ISO 31000. And as I've told you many times, that risk isn't about just safety or people falling over. It's about forecasting probability and making management decisions. And that's the important thing. Now, have a think about the words that you've learned, because I told you this is all about terminology. You must master the terminology and think about how you arrived at this risk management course. What did you know? Did you even know what risk was? Well, we went through all of these things and you produced a risk register. Now you know what causal analysis is. I don't want to go through all of these, though I might during the lecture, just to make sure that you understand it. But duty of care is absolutely vital one these days. Incidents and, of course, situational awareness. It's another important thing because change happens so dramatically at events, and we went through all of these things. I hope that you can go back over the lectures and the material that you've got now and look these up, make sure that you've really got them under your belt. The trigger, the show stop, and proportionality. There's more. Right? Think about the importance of consultation, and you are the duty holder. And don't forget, we went over contracts. What are they? Why are they important? How are they structured? And believe it or not, our favorite one, fuzzy logic. And thank you very much for everybody having a go at defining these things on our discussion forum. You can see how important the discussion forum is, because that's where you have to think about it. Okay, that's why I stressed it the whole time. This is proof that you can do this stuff. Never mind knowing it. Anybody can repeat things that they've just been told. You have to know how to do it, and that's risk management. Security layering, and there's more. Okay, think of the things about hazards. Okay, now hazards are vital stuff that you know this, because that's what other people use in risk management on site. It's all hazard mapping, etc. And then I taught you a little bit about logic, because as I said, risk is about decision making. So you have to know about things like confirmation bias and silent evidence. And remember, deductive and inductive. Okay, and of course the black swan. Now the definitions, it's no point me just giving you definitions. You've got to be able to use them. And that's what you did when you put your plan together. And that was assignment 2, which was fabulous, by the way, might I add. I was knocked out by some of those assignments. They were really good. The research you did into it and what you came up with was really good. And you actually learned this by doing it, and that's vital in event management. You cannot learn from a textbook. You must do it as you go, and that's what I use those assignments for. So now you've done it. Okay, not only that, of course, I used stacks and stacks of contemporary and past examples, because these risks never go away. And if you think of all the stage collapses we went through, and of course, there's the contemporary ones about Astro World and fraud and all these things here. You can go through and have a look at this later, and I'll do this in the lecture as well. Okay, these are contemporary ones that I've actually know about, like the Balloon Festival one. Then there's even more. Okay, there were videos that I showed you, and of course, Techno Parade, I showed you the security levels that were happening there. And the various stampedes, and never forget the Bucharest club fire that brought down the government of Romania. That was a big risk. So what we did, let's just go through it again. What we did is we went through the definitions, right? Okay, and then we put them into plans, and we used lots and lots of illustrative examples. And what that did was raise your competency. That is the ability to do risk management. You didn't just learn about risk management. You never learn just by reading about it. You can only learn in this world by doing it. And that's as close as we could get at a college to actually doing risk management. So thank you very much. It was a really enjoyable course, and I always look forward to seeing you in the evening. And well, I look forward to the disasters that are about to come in your presentations.